So do you want to go ahead and state your name and what you do?
I'm Hailey Viehmann, and I'm a diver.
Okay, so imagery is something that is used a lot by, Olympic athletes and different things. And so imagery, according to the dictionary.com, is a formation of mental images, but in psychology, it's using one's senses to recreate an experience in the mind. So like when you're about to dive, thinking through what the dive actually is, you're like, okay, so I'm going to get up there, going to get my position right, and then going to dive in, and all the things that go along with that. And athletes use imagery to keep their mental game up, even though some people think it's not that important, but it's about half the battle, along with the physical game. Okay. And then some of the main people who use it are people like Wayne Gretzky, which even if you don't watch hockey, you've at least heard the name before.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even watch hockey, but I know who he is. And it's just, he basically just, one of his quotes is, we'd stand back and look at them and envision ourselves doing it. And that was something that he said in an interview a few years ago. And it's just that he used imagery with his team, and that's how they got so good. And then the U.S. Olympians are starting to put it in, and they definitely did it in Sochi and in Beijing, but they're starting to pull it in a little bit more. And so diving is definitely an Olympic sport. Go Tom Daley. He's not American.
Okay.
I know. Okay. So one thing about imagery is staying calm before a meet and just focusing on the dive instead of like the crowd around you, because they can be really loud sometimes. I mean, it's a swim meet. It's going to be loud. It's going to be fun. And so imagery can really help to pull you in, because every once in a while, I know from being on the stage, it's just like, okay, there's a crying baby somewhere over there, and I can't hear the track. But it's okay, because you're focused in. And it just lets the distractions melt away and let you focus on the dive. And mental imagery, multiple studies have been done on how it increases an athlete's ability to play their sport, or to dive, in your case. So, just to answer a few questions, why do you dive?
Because I love it.
Okay, what about it?
I've been doing it since I was little, and like it's an amazing feeling, like working towards something and finally like nailing a new dive, or like finally like getting this score you've been wanting. Yeah, it's a great feeling.
Okay. What do you feel when you dive off the platform?
Normally, I'm like, I really hope I don't smack. I really hope I don't die. But
Yeah.
But no, it's really fun. Like it honestly like feels like you're flying sometimes. Like it's really great.
Okay. I like flying.
I know it's the sport you get to fly.
Yeah. What's like your favorite dives, or what do you generally dive?
So normally there's a 6 dive. There's a 6 dive list at a meet. So like I'm just doing those dives over and over. I really enjoy doing reverses. Actually, like you go forwards and rotate backwards towards the board.
Ooh.
It's like a gainer. If you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Kind of scary, but cool.
it's fun.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's kind of scary. So, what's your pre-meet routine? Like, what do you do like the day before the meet?
I don't really have one.
Okay.
I'm not very high maintenance as an athlete. Like a lot of people are like, I need this, this, and this. I'm just like, it's fine. I'll eat. Like my teammate can't eat before a meet. Like I'll eat junk. Like nothing. I don't know. I don't really have one. And then right before the meet, like stretching, warming up, and like bouncing the boards before I like do anything off of them.
What do you do when you get up to the board and you're looking at it and you're looking down at the water? What do you do?
So right before, my coach will usually give me corrections. So I'll be running through those corrections in my head and like kind of visualizing what those corrections will look like in my dive.
That's actually just so you know, it's just picturing what it is and making sure that you don't picture it wrong, because you're more apt to do it wrong if you picture it wrong. And then it's like, okay, that was pointless and actually detrimental.
That time in my head, like, I scared this dive, but I hit the board. Wait, stop!
Don't stop! You're not going to hit the board. It's okay. You're going to do this perfect dive into the water.
Exactly. And then I'm going to the board. I'm like, I'm not going to hit the board.
Exactly. Yeah. How do you think your dives would change, if at all, if you used more mental imagery than just that?
I do know, like, it's a thing that I've heard about before, just because diving is so mental, such a mental sport. I think it's a great thing, like, you know, to sit down and visualize. Like, it's not something I usually have time for. But, like, being if I were to do that, like they said, I've heard something like it's the same thing as a practice, like, getting on, like, it's the same amount of practice, like, if you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But yeah, so like I think it'd be great, like if like I were to sit down and like think about it every day, which I don't, but like I'm sure it would help.
Yeah. So if you sat here, this isn't the mental imagery little session that we're going to do, but if you just sat here and closed your eyes and thought about what happens when you first walk into the pool, like what would you be able to go through, like every sight, every smell, every feeling, like the chlorine or the feel of the water on your skin after you just get out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And would you think that would be as good as a practice, even though you've heard it before? Do you think it would work out that way?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
I don't think it would be as like good as a practice, but like it would be up there. Like it would help.
Yeah. Like if you're stuck on a road trip, would you rather do this than just not, like on the way to a meet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you rather do this instead of just doing nothing and eating candy?
I could. Yeah.
Yeah. But doing nothing and eating candy sounds pretty
I mean,
great.
it's
Taking a
nap
nap
on my way there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into our mental imagery session, and then we'll come back and we will go through a few more questions when we finish that. And it's just a general relaxation one since it's finals week.
Okay.
So how did mental imagery, like how did you connect with it? How did you feel?
Felt good. I felt relaxed. My little open plane in the night sky. That was really good.
Yeah, would you do that on a regular basis if like you found something on YouTube? Yeah.
I love stuff like that. It works on me so well.
Yes. Okay. What about it do you like the most?
Honestly, like the beginning, like letting the tension like go out of you, like breathing in, breathing out, relaxing. Just thinking about that.
Okay.
Really nice.
Yeah. What about this would you like to take over to diving and to sports in general?
Really like just relaxing, like because nerves can be a huge part of things, and it really does. Like in a sport like diving, like it's completely a mental sport. So just like being able to take a moment, really relax, like relax your muscles, relax everything before you start thinking about what you have to do.
Right.
And that'd be helpful.
Yeah. So if you go back to diving next year, would you like to see something like imagery in the program?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet.